Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a Halloween scary skull makeup look, and I've done this look on myself and my friends for Halloween parties, and it got a lot of good reviews and a lot of compliments, so I wanted to show you guys how to do it so you can recreate the look yourself. One of the best things about this look is that it's really inexpensive to create, so if you already have a very expensive costume and you want to do this on a different party, then this is the perfect thing for you. And all you're going to need is a white cream makeup to create the base, a black cream makeup for getting rid of some of the sides and making the white really pop, a liquid eyeliner, which most of you probably already have. If you're a girl, then you probably have this, to use for some of the finer lines and details. You can use your fingers, but I recommend brushes or sponges. So this one is just from Sephora and this is just from the dollar store, so you can really pick. It really helps to put the makeup on if you have a sponge. And the last thing you're going to need, which you also might already have around your house, is a black eyeshadow. So I'm using this one from the Naked 2 palette. It's called Blackout, and it's really good because it's very matte and very dark. So that's probably the best thing. And yeah, that's all you need for creating this look. So to start off, I'm just wearing basic concealer on my blemishes, and I haven't got any foundation on because you really don't need it for this look because you're going to cover your entire face anyway. So let's get started. So first I'm taking my white cream base makeup and I'm going to put this on the sponge and apply this liberally all over my face. And you want to get a good coverage, and this might take a bit of a build up depending on what kind of makeup you have that is white. And you also want to put this on your eyebrows to try and cover them up as well. And for some reason my camera is glitching right now on the lighting, but I can't help that. Next I'm taking my liquid eyeliner and I'm going to outline my eye sockets. So this will kind of go just under the brow, and then you take it down diagonally inwards, and then you loop it around the inside of the corner of your eye, just around where the bridge of your nose is, and connect it slightly sloping downwards to the edge. And now I'm just going to do this on the other side. For most of this I'm going to show you a kind of sped up version of the other side because it is completely symmetrical, this look. So whatever I do on one side, I'm going to do it exactly the same on the other. And you don't have to be super precise, but because sometimes when the edge is a bit rustic, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to be filling in the corner of my eye with black eyeliner, and I prefer this to the eyeshadow at this point because it's really dark and you want the inner eye socket to be as dark as possible. And yeah, I just got it in my eye, but oh well. So I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Next I'm taking my eyeshadow and I'm applying this just to kind of blend in on the other outer edge of the eye socket. Now if you want to look like a panda instead of a skull, you can stop this tutorial right here and just be a panda instead. Next I'm going to be working on the nose, and you kind of just want to make almost a vase shape with the liquid eyeliner and then create a line straight down the middle. And then you're just going to build in kind of random areas, especially around the edges of that. you don't want to fill in the entire thing because then it would just look completely flat. So for the realistic looking skull, we're going to just do a little bit darker and then fill the rest in after with eyeshadow. These are little tricks you can do to really create depth with your skull and make it a little bit different and a little bit more professional looking. Now I'm going to outline where my jaw would be. So that's where the teeth are going to end, and it's probably about halfway down from your eyes. And then take this line, which is going to be your cheekbone, and just copy it as best as you can to what I've just done right there. And then you're going to create the exact same thing on the other side. Next I'm going to be working on the teeth. So I'm going to put a line straight down the middle of my mouth, and then I need to build 4 teeth on the other side. Those will create the main 4 teeth you have at the front of your mouth. Now the next one is going to be a little bit longer than the rest because that's the incisor. And then you're going to add a few more. It's just smaller, much thinner ones that are getting progressively thinner because that will create the illusion that your mouth is curving around to the back. Next I'm going to blend out the top of each of the lines just in connecting them together so that you can see where the teeth actually are as opposed to just straight lines. And the incisor one is going to go a little bit longer than all the rest. You can build this up as much as you want depending on how you want it to look, and it really depends on what you're going for, but I just like to blend it kind of quite lightly and then build it up later. So those are the teeth, and then after I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow to show where the chin is dipping in. Next you're going to work on the hollow part of your mouth where there actually wouldn't be any bone at all, it's just absolutely hollow. And you want it darkest around the edges and the corners. And then you'll fill in the rest again with the eyeshadow after you've done that. This whole look is really about creating depth because it's really what takes it from just being a flat ordinary skull to a really cool realistic skull. So once I've done that, I'm marking in where my jawline and my chin would go. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect or symmetrical to the T, it just has to be as good as possible. Then I'm going to outline my temples, which you can actually feel on yourself. They just go where the corner of your eyebrow is. And I'm going to blend from that line towards the edge of my face. Then I'm going to make a ring around my eye, which will be the bone around the eye socket. I'm going to do that on both sides, as you can see. Next I'm going to be working on the glabella area, which is the fancy technical term for it. It's just the part between your eyes where your nose turns in direction. So depending on how you do this, this is what makes you look really angry, just when you have a normal face. I'm just blending that out with some eyeshadow. Next I'm going to bring it down a bit on either side where the nose is. I'm just going to fill the sides of my nose in dark with a little bit of an edge between that. This blending part is the really fun part You just really want to blend around the edges so that you create a kind of a light effect where it looks like the middle is closest to you and then the edges are going further away from you. Then I'm bringing down under my jawline and just adding like little touches here and there with the eyeliner. This really helps to kind of bring back some of the dimension and some of the dramatic looks. I like to do the incisors especially because those are the two longest teeth. And then I just add little cracks around my forehead, or you can do them on your cheekbone, but they just give a kind of cool illusion. Now we're almost done. The final part is blocking in the edges that we don't want to be seen. So this is going to be all that area that I'm pointing out right now, and also your neck. And you can go as far down your neck as you want. Don't worry about getting it too close to your hairline. You can do your ears as well if you want, depending on if you have your hair up or not. I'm personally going to put mine down, so they'll be covered anyway. So this might take a few layers, but you want it to be the darkest point. You don't want it to look grey, you want it to look black so that the rest of the face stands out. And then I'm just going to take my hair down to show you guys what it would look like. And I've kind of built it in a scruffy way around my neck and to make it look cool. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So that's a close-up of the face. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Leave me a comment below or give me a thumbs up and tell me what you think. Bye everyone.